Okay guys, I'm super excited about today's video. I just finished setting up a DIY Valentine's Day picnic date night at home. And you guys, I set this Valentine's Day picnic up in our living room for absolutely free. Literally, I didn't spend a dime. I used every single thing that I already had. I pretty much shopped my home. I kind of had an idea in my head of what pieces I could use from my house. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So you can have a little date night at home or spend a little cute Valentine's picnic with your family for absolutely free, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how you can do it too. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so since I'm going to be setting up a picnic and we're going to be sitting on the floor, I definitely wanted to make sure that the surface was cleaned up, so I got out my vacuum and vacuumed up my living room. Now I do want to mention I decided to do this little picnic in our main living area, but obviously I don't have a little picnic table, so I had to work with a coffee table. And actually this coffee table is not normally in this room. It is actually normally in our basement with the theater room, but I had my husband help me bring this table upstairs so I could use it up here. So what I suggest is if you don't have like a little mini picnic table, to just use something like your coffee table. Since we don't currently have a rug in this room, I actually brought this rug up from my storage room. So it fit perfectly in this space. However, if you already have a rug, then obviously you don't need to add any more. You also don't even need a rug. You technically could just lay down some blankets. I just think having like something on top of your flooring, or even if you already have carpet, then you might not need any extra comfort as well, but definitely needed the rug for sitting on our wood floors. Just want to make sure I'm giving the table a good cleaning, since we do plan to be having like a nice little dinner here, and obviously you want it to be clean anyways before you start setting up. I also did want to mention that you technically do not have to have the table. Obviously if you're at like a picnic in a park, you know, you would just be laying on a blanket in the grass and you don't have a table, so you could do the same concept as that in your living room. Okay, so this is where I got really creative. I used these sheer curtains that I had bought in and never used. They're just sitting in my closet. I used it for kind of like a runner on this table. I knew I wanted some sort of fabric that I could kind of bunch up and make it look effortless on here, and I knew I didn't have anything like fabric, so I just thought of these curtains. I was like, this will work totally. And so I really suggest just thinking outside the box, really digging and seeing what you have at home that you can make work. Another option would be is not doing a runner, but just covering the whole table with either a tablecloth or even a sheet, and you can do it that way as well. Now here I'm just using placemats that I already have. These are placemats that I used in our kitchen already, so I had them on hand, and then placing our dinnerware plates on them as well. So years ago I must have set up a little Valentine's surprise for my husband one year, and I had bought in these faux rose petals, and so I had these faux rose petals already on hand. There's so many, and I am just like, I'm gonna put these things to use any chance that I can get. I also was playing around with floral arrangements here. I originally thought I wanted to add in some pink and maybe some greenery, and then I quickly decided that's not the route I wanted to go. I really like the more neutrals with the pop of red. So guys, I had all of this florals on hand already. You can use plants, you can use real flowers, fake flowers, whatever you might have on hand. Now, wouldn't be a romantic picnic without some candles. And yes, I have had these tall cylinder candles and also these small little tea light candles. on hand already. I have had plenty of kids' birthday parties. I have 2 daughters. I've done tons of centerpieces, so I've already had candles and floral and all these things on hand. I know that might not be the case for everybody. You don't always have to have multiples of things like you might see I'm having here. Just whatever you can find. I'm sure you have a candle or 2 you can add. I'm sure you have a floral arrangement or 2 you can add and make it all come together. I almost forgot, I added such an easy detail, and that is just a few photos of my husband and I. I just used photo frames that I already had around the house. You could certainly switch these out for new photos. I just used what I had, and I thought I really added a very personal touch. And again, you're shopping your home and it costs absolutely nothing. So I thought because this is a romantic dinner, I wanted to add some wine glasses, but you can definitely do something different if you're not having a drink. You could use a mason jar, whatever glass cup you have on hand. You can even use a plastic cup. I had these pink ones from Target that would go well with the theme for Valentine's Day. So just use what you have and what you prefer. You guys, my mother-in-law brought these Valentine chocolates over the other day for my kids, and I knew I wanted to use them for the picnic. I was like, wow, I didn't even have to buy any chocolates. It went perfectly for this little date night. And so I decided to create a little heart on the plate. It was a little bit harder than I expected. It just took me a few tries, but I think it turned out really good. It has a super cute like pop of red on the plates rather than them just being plain white. And it was fun. You can use other things. It doesn't have to be chocolates. It could be, you know, your favorite snack, whatever you have in your cupboard. And you could even make a heart out of the rose petals. You can do all kinds of things. I even thought about putting the chocolates in the wine glass instead of on the plate, but super happy with how it turned out. Okay, so this was such a fun little added touch. Since this is a date night, I figured it would be fun to add some games on the side here. So I just used my daughter's little stool from her table set and a basket from Easter. Literally, I'm using things from my home. I'm using an Easter basket and placing games that we have already on hand. Our favorite sequence game, some dominoes, and another game as well we can play. And then I just sprinkled on some more rose petals to really decorate it up. I added another picture from my house of my husband and I, and then I even used a little letter board. This one's actually my oldest daughter's letter board. I do have another one I need to find, but I knew I could write a cute little message. You could write Happy Valentine's Day. You could write your names on it. I just went really simple with a little Be Mine. So now I'm just adding the final touches to really make this comfy and cozy. I'm sure everybody has blankets at home, so I'm just laying down a pretty big, thick blanket for us at the bottom. And then, you guys, I'm using these red pillows that I have from Christmas time. So I thought they were perfect. They're the most perfect Valentine red color. I know not everyone might not have red, you know, pillows, but you can certainly shop your home for the pillows that you do have. You don't have to have red pillows. You can use any kind of pillows. I also had these pink pillows from my daughter's room, and since I didn't add in the pinks with the picnic, I decided just to kind of add these touches on the couch and just really like make the whole thing really cute and cozy for Valentine's Day. Every year I get my kids new Valentine's stuffed animals, so these are all just for my kids from the past years. Again, I didn't go out and buy anything new. I wanted to show you guys that I used a cake stand to elevate this photo, so you could elevate things and give them more height by using a cake stand. Moving on to the fun part, the traditional rose petal trail. I had so much fun with this. I also added some more candles, and that way at nighttime I could light all the candles, and I will show you guys how that all looks. It really turned out great. Now, just to finish off the whole vibe, I added some romantic music. You could also just put your favorite playlist on, or even a romantic movie to watch together. Well, that's it, guys. I told you I did everything with things I already had. I really love how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to have a little DIY date night at home, or just a little Valentine's picnic with your family. Whichever. You don't even have to do this on Valentine's. You could totally do something like this just on a weekend or a random day, a birthday, any kind of celebration. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!